Enough vibing to the music. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it's just kind of works because you've known each other for so long? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! Oh, it's probably being... Ha! Ha! Ah, yes. The seagull Ori. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided to... Oh, it's me. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Billy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess, you don't have to do it in... What the fuck? I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Billy, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Excuse me. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with anything she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Ouch. That hits too close to home. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. A NEET? A NEET in a few years, because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. At school today the school today is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Ugh. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me, if it's gonna make you late for your own club.
Well, I thought you'd need some encouragement, so I thought,
No, what?
well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori.
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interests in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help and start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who had proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in the literature club is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Ooh, cupcakes. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes! Let's go!
That voice is gonna get terrible after a few hours. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open a classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh boy. I need more than one voice. What's a dark, broody... Okay. How do I make my voice into a dark, broody-looking girl? Well, that's the exact same voice. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. That'll work. Sayori always says nice things about you. Fuck! I need a small voice, too!
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
I need 3 voices! Billy! What a nice surprise. Fuck, that doesn't work. Billy. Nope, too fucking... Billy, what a nice surprise. It's like the exact fucking same thing as the purple hair. Work with it. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. I don't know why I sound like a... sorry. Natsuki? Girl with a little sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She also is the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can do it! You can... Fuck, what was her voice again? You can't just ignore her when she gets, moody. Sayori says quietly into my ear, then turns towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. Always full of energy. There we go, that's her voice. This is Natsuki, always full of energy.
And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with things. With people like, Sayori, the other two. Well, it's, nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's right. That's right. How do I don't have enough womanly voice to this. Uh... That's right. It's great to see you again, Billy. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Billy. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me, or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Why do I sound like a cartoon character, but I can't think of it. Hey, guys. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry. I got a little too excited. It's just the same voice, just higher and lower. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? How about I make tea? Tea. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space for next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? I don't know what that voice is, but how do I... Small, preppy, little girl. It's definitely not gonna be, hi guys, how you doing? Okay, are you ready? Close enough. Ta-da! Oh, wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate that were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Nah. What the fuck is that voice? Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one fist, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. I think it said, haven't I heard this somewhere before because I've played this game a few years ago? Whatever, it shouldn't matter. But not for, you, dummy. I should probably give her a voice. But not for, you, dummy. Alright. I'll give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tray, something. I didn't read it before skipping. She carefully places the teacup in front of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the class... This is me. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated by Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that You know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least you enjoy tea. But I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what are you made? Fuck. What was her voice again? So what are you made to So, fuck me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet. Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty, to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for the events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. This hurts my voice. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great... Oh, fuck. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Fuck, I lost her voice already. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Oh boy. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we'll really grow before I'm confident that we can all really grow this fuck me. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Holy shit. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. They're all like the same person. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Sadly, I don't know 4 women that can help me with the voices of this. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these 3. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Although I really don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Billy, what kind of thing? Fuck me. So Billy, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up, so she likes manga. Good to know. Fuck, I almost fell off my chair. Looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess? What? It has words in it. Don't insult people who like comics. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Oh boy. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up when she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. Gave you that idea. But you know, I like lots of things. Stories with a deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Rubber baby buggy bumpers, rubber baby buggy bumpers. Fucking hell. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you in for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ooh, horror. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have a conversation with a rock. Oh, fuck, what was her voice again? Really? Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if the story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give it back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Fucking hell. I should have paid more attention in speaking. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. Well, we all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. Nope. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Question mark? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write poems of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Billy? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining a club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. I can feel them staring into my soul. I'm very scared of how Monica is staring into my soul. But... I'm sorry. I thought... Billy! You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay the order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yay! Yes! I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Billy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety filling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continued to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Billy, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together because she always stayed after school for the clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I have a chance to grow closer with one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Let's make Sayori happy. Fuck. Let's see. We got dark and broody. Cute and antsy, so... Yes! Okay, let's go with Sayori one. Booyah. I have no clue what that is. Fuck. Okay, fuck. Okay, we're just going with whatever, I guess. Giggle's gonna be the Natsuki one. Kawaii is also socks. Fuck. Nibble? Okay. Hey! Milk. Okay, got it. Pink. Fuck. Pout. Fuck! Smile. Yes! Yay. No. Fluffy. Fuck. Yay. Okay, we're getting there. We're trying to get Sayori one, but so far I don't know who the fuck it's going for. Okay. The fuck. Close enough. We got something. Hi again, Billy. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Billy. I hope it isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I keep forgetting what voice I gave her. I don't know if you plan to just come... You know what? That's going to be your voice. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki? Fucking hell. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Monica plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Billy always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Billy can become good friends too.
Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she's put me into.
Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like it was a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Eh?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
Is this girl accidentally being so cute? How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Okay. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sari and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face, already buried into a book, I can't help but notice her intense expression. Like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down at the engineer's desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Or we're all that stuff. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what a literature club is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know?
We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Sometimes that speaks to their creative mind. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
Eh? What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can...
Whoa.
And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
Huh.
Fucking lost her voice.
Huh. That's a good point.
In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes!
Good thinking.
Natsuki would love to do that. Oh, fuck. Natsuki would love to do that.
Ah, you're right.
Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That's why you suggested it? Yeah. Dipshit. Sorry.
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things even to make them even come to life. Blah 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 blah. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, hello! I open my eyes and find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry! Wait, actually I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud! I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
That's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
That's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even
do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Eh?
Sayori glances around herself.
How's it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair's sticking out all over... Blah, blah, blah. Your hair's sticking out all around here.
Ah!
On my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just the hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because something that I couldn't fucking see. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
Eh?
That's super mean! Oh,
That's super mean.
sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Hello.
This is so funny.
What's this?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things.
Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Oh, fuck.
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Don't say that out loud! Anyway, you look much better now, so... Ugh. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy! It's not worth it at all! Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew. That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms and puts out her arms and twirls around.
So if you keep it unbuttoned, then I won't have a boyfriend. So if I keep it unbuttoned,
Good thing.
because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let me do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, try focusing on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you could come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, but I was joking this time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Eh? Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Billy, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Sayori, Monica, and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show? Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable with sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Billy!
Eh?
I love it! I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer!
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why... Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I don't think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem.
It's my way of life.
It's a Billy poem.
Oh, God.
And it makes me feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy that you wrote the one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the classroom. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Billy. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things for other people. It's trying new things like this for other people. It's something that... That's something that really only good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay!
Now, you'll read my poem too, right?
No, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least it makes me feel better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
I'm gonna change your voice.
I get all cranky. Well,
I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
this is so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah. But next time,
I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Who should I go to next? Yeah, there it is. Let's go Natsuki, since apparently like 50% of the poem was for her. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
It's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said I was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get
smacked?
Maybe a little. I'll pass.
Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek. Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why were you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly! That's what... I like it. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts me more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling of the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's not what it meant. That's what it means to be a pro.
I'm so glad you learned something.
I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
You didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? You fucking moron, because you can't even read.
Yeah,
I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I go to next? Let's go to Yuri. Don't just fucking moan at me. Fucking say something. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading.
Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not.
Takes you that long to find the words?
It does. I just need to put my thoughts into words.
Hold on. Oh, fuck, I was joking. Ouch.
Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guessed it might be after reading it through it. Though, it's not that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice?
I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing that I recognize in new writers is try to make them it's hard to do it. Ah! Okay, let's try that again. I think the most noticeable thing I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in the new writers. Fuck this goddamn sentence. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter as they. Fuck you, Yuri! You speak too sophisticated. Let me try this again.
Fuck you, Yuri! You speak too sophisticated.
You speak too sophisticated. Fuck! Sophisticated? The fuck? Ah! In other words, they tend to
Fuck it, I
Are
can't
you
get the
sure?
point.
You are not having a fucking stroke.
In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the one from the topic matter, and they
Breathe.
fit two words together.
Breathe.
Fucking rubber baby buggy bumpers, rubber baby buggy bumpers, rubber baby buggy bumpers. In the end result is both the style and the expressiveness are. Yuri, I hope you stab yourself. The end result is one both in. Fuck! The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Yeah, and it fucking sucks. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building... Oh, that's how you do that. Not just finding them and building them to get... And building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I hope that everyone in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Oh, so he's also kind of an inner bitch. I see. Kind of like it. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. I can't wait to read those sentences. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this a literature club? Ghost Under the Light. Alright, let's try and read this. Considering it's in cursive, I might have a hard time. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. I literally couldn't read it because it was so good. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. I like your poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short? I'll show you it's too short. Anyways, I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Oh. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts? Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hew. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, really, Billy. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did glance over it after all. So first I took too long to read it, now I glance over it. But remember, the poems often respect their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Let me take a drink. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. All right. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. She isn't. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who should I show my poem to next? Maybe maybe Monica. Monica. Oh boy. Fuck, what was her voice again? Hi, Billy. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off, just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Uh-huh. Don't worry, Billy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's a sort that but it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Mm-hmm. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Good, that's the point. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, you end up being more similar than you'd think. So I think the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing is kind of gentle. Sayuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring her emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unsuspected. Well, to each their own. And you should be afraid to experiment a little bit either. You shouldn't be too afraid. I'm sure I'll end up doing everything. It could be a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have... Wow, when did my reading skill go to level fucking 1?! It's not like you to have to worry about the impressing them or anything. Ah ha. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Fucking please! Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. Oh my god, just keep fucking talking. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It's a hole in the wall. It's a dirty free for all. That's a song about our glory hole. Anyways, it couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas I'm already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Okay, what hole are we talking about? Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, this kind of stuff has got pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What's the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess I could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. And it's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. Oh, I said an epiphany. I'm just fucking an idiot. Or I'm a fucking idiot. I'm not fucking anything. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Alright. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica tip writing of the day. Fuck! That's not even the words! Here's Monica's tip. Fuck! Here's Monica's writing tip of the day! Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Stop jerking off. Just force yourself.
I'm smacking a cat. I'm patting the kitty. Pat.
Did you include your audio?
Yes, I did.
Good. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep writing your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. What? That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Yeah, who knew I could get so stressed over writing fucking sentences? Reading! I couldn't even say it right. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems could stand up to theirs. This literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism here or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Billy did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I came across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Billy liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, no. Here comes the... Oh, no. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested on trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Ooh, you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Billy appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? How do you know he isn't appreciative of my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one. Oh my god! I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Billy started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's just a little... Fuck, there's a fly in my face. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting you guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Billy! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true! She started it! If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Oh my god, her voice hurts me. At this point, what's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out to the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Billy. Wait, there's a reason, there's so many deep and expressive words in our language. The only way to convey complex feelings and meanings most effectively. Avoiding... God, I fucking... Yuri, I don't hate you. But I fucking hate how you speak so complexly. Fuck you. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also waste. You understand it, right, Billy? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomsoever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori! So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori really uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Billy? That's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings in our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up... I thought that said bitch for a second. What a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity. It's your immaturity that's made her so upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your heads. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... Well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same size that they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I can't even do her voice. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, that's why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get a chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. Billy, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes? With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Billy! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. That's the first time we'll talk about it when I'm done. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Billy, it's nice to get to spend time with you in the club, but seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said it more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometime. Okay! Yeah, let's do this. Alright, and that's all for today. An hour and a half is all for Doki Doki Literature Club. I will be back. Bye-bye!